Wide gaps between the UK and the EU side in the Brexit negotiations seemingly still remain as the end of the transition period, of course, at the end of this year, now fast approaches. Will the British government walk away with no deal, or will the deal be done? I'm going to bring you all the very latest, guys, but please start off by hitting that subscribe button and the bell. Now let's start off. Those of you who've watched these previous reports will know that the areas of fisheries, that the area of the EU's so-called level playing field are two of the most contentious areas. But let's look at a fact that we know. We know that Boris Johnson set out the 15th of October as a deadline. That has now come and gone. We're getting on for being nearly a month over that deadline. Is Boris Johnson serious about no deal? Is Boris Johnson serious about walking away? I'm going to go through the very latest on what the UK and the EU are saying on this, guys. But I just want to tell you quickly about rudimasks.co.uk. Rudy Masks are a British business and have commissioned hand-stitched face masks from an Italian factory using the highest quality 100% cotton or linen fabrics. They come in a couple of models and a variety of colours and designs. This is the one that I use. They come nicely packaged. Here's a few different styles that we've got here from rudimasks.co.uk. And there's an exclusive discount you can use if you head over to rudimasks.co.uk. Enter the code Westmonster and you get 10% off your order. That's rudimasks.co.uk, Westmonster as a discount code for 10% off your order. Now the Times are reporting that Britain is playing a dangerous game of brinksmanship with the European Union during tense trade, fisheries and security negotiations. Michel Barnier told ambassadors yesterday. Barnier said during the confidential talks with diplomats that Lord Frost's tactics of delay were an attempt to put time pressure on the EU. Wow, the British government putting a bit of pressure on the EU. Isn't that a novelty? A diplomatic source said the real surprise is that we are here at this point in time. There is not much time left, for brinksmanship is a recipe for disaster. An EU diplomat said after the briefing that the UK does not seem to be engaging sufficiently on key issues. Given this situation, a no-deal outcome still can't be excluded. Another diplomat noted that while the talks were going to the wire, Barnier was not pessimistic about getting a deal. An EU diplomat said the tone was that the UK wants an agreement and the EU wants an agreement. Barnier said to have asked MEPs for some flexibility in the timetable for ratification. EU sources have said the EU fears Lord Frost is keeping the most politically sensitive dossiers of the talks open to create leverage. There has been progress on the level playing field, the Times report, rules to ensure fair competition, i.e. the EU trying to get the UK to sign up to EU restrictions, particularly on subsidy control, but there is said to be deadlock on non-regression on environmental and social standards. The EU is pressing for a meaningful mechanism, as it's called, to link future development of regulations and legislation on both sides over time. The UK claims this would lock it into future EU rules, and it absolutely would. I mean, I've said this many times before, but just imagine at a future general election where it's Conservative or Labour, whoever, stood and said we cannot put in place this policy because we've signed up to the EU so-called level playing field and they won't let us. That would be absurd. That would be ridiculous. That must be rejected. Now, The Sun reporting that post-Brexit trade talks could run for another fortnight. I know a lot of you guys in the comments, and do please comment and let me know what you think about all of this, want us to walk away now. You're wondering why that 15th of October deadline hasn't been acted upon by Boris Johnson and just how much longer these negotiations really are going to be allowed to go on before the UK walks away. EU and UK negotiators Michel Barnier and David Frost, the Sun report, are expected to announce that despite progress, disagreements remain that must be ironed out. It has been 2 weeks since talks resumed after coming close to a breakdown. And as I said, the Sun saying they could go on for another fortnight. But the thing is, once you set deadlines and go over them, who's to say that this won't go into even December without the UK walking away? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Bloomberg with a report as well saying the EU and the UK's top Brexit negotiators warned of big disagreements between the two sides after 14 days of intense round-the-clock discussions failed to yield a breakthrough. The two sides will begin their final round of scheduled talks over future trade and security relationship in London next week, after deliberations broke up on Wednesday without an agreement in sight less than 2 weeks or for their self-imposed deadline to reach a deal, the UK and the EU are loggerheads over 3 issues that have dogged the negotiations since they began 8 months ago. Access to British fishing waters, the level playing field for business, and how any accord is enforced. Earlier on Wednesday, Barnier reportedly, again according to Bloomberg, told a meeting of diplomats from the bloc's 27 member states that the UK was holding up progress by refusing to compromise over these issues. The British government sees it the other way and is pressing the EU to back down. Both sides, however, say they want a deal. Now let's look at what Michel Barnier and Lord Frost are both saying publicly, because there has been a period of relative calm and silence while these negotiations have continued. What Barnier is saying publicly is this, that he's updated the European Parliament and member states on negotiations. He says despite EU efforts to find solutions, very serious divergences remain in the level playing field, governance and fisheries. These are essential conditions, he says, for any economic partnership, and the EU is prepared for all scenarios. Lord Frost, Frosty the No Man, saying we've just finished 2 weeks of intensive talks with the EU, progress made, but I agree with Michel Barnier that wide divergences remain on some core issues. We continue to work to find solutions that fully respect UK sovereignty. Interesting point there. Interesting that Lord Frost says fully respect UK sovereignty there, and he said the right things all the way through this. I guess the question is this. I mean, the areas that there seem to be little progress on seem to be the same ones over and over again. It's this area of fisheries. It's the area of the so-called level playing field. Areas that the British government must not, absolutely must not, cave in and sign up to a ridiculous, bad EU deal. It seems to me, the question is with all of this, how much longer, as no deal approaches, how much longer are the British government willing to keep negotiating, seemingly going round and round in circles on the same issues? Is Boris Johnson serious about walking away with a clean break from the EU? Let me know what you think about this, guys. Give me your predictions. It seems, as I said, it seems that it's the same issues time and time again. Fisheries and the level playing field, that the EU still seeking something that would be completely unacceptable from the British side. Is it time? Is it time to walk away? Is it time to go to no deal? Do you still have faith in Boris after that 15th of October deadline, as I keep saying, has come and gone? Let me know in the comments, guys, and if you've enjoyed this report, if you found it helpful and informative, please click the thumbs up button. That really helps me out, and do become a supporter. You get the Westminster logo next to your name. If you click join below, become a supporter of my work, I would really appreciate it. And as ever, guys, thank you very much for watching.